Malaysia consider ex-Kuwait Kuwait F-18 Hornet. The Royal Malaysia Air Force (RMAF) plans to acquire the former Hornet fighter jet belonging to Kuwait while awaiting the purchase of new fighter planes in the next 10 to 15 years. Head of RMAF, Affendi Buang said, Kuwait plans to stop the operation of the current F-18C Hornet fleet and await the delivery of Boeing Super Hornet fighters in 2021. I think we will take a number of planes to add to our current fleet, at least while waiting for a new multirole fighter program, MRCA. So we have a fleet that is slightly larger than we currently have, he told reporters during a special press conference during RMAF's birthday celebration on June 1st. However, he said talks between the two air forces had not yet begun. Affendi said that RMAF was still seeking government approval for the LCA program, as stated in the Capability 55 CAP 55 blueprint. The Malaysian Air Force is still in the process of sending requests for information (RFI) for feedback from various suppliers or manufacturers of original equipment manufacturers (OEMs) about homemade warplanes. Affendi added that in the CAP 55 blueprint, the LCA program will run more than 3 phases and that allocations for 12 LCAs will be requested each time the government makes a new 5-year development plan, which will then be submitted next year. At least the Bayhawk aircraft can run for the next 10 years. At that time, we hoped that the LCA program would be approved. After we get at least 12 LCAs, we will begin to abolish the older planes, which at that time will be almost 25 years old. It will be on time, even though we hope we can get it early. But if we can get an LCA within the stated time period, it won't be too critical, he said. Last June, Affendi revealed that 40% of the assets of the Malaysian Air Force were over 20 years old. Besides Bayhawks, which have been operating for 25 years, Boeing F-18 Hornet 20 years, and Sukhoi Su-30 MKM Flanker 10 years, are also part of Malaysia's old fleet. He added that various other programs stated in the CAP 55 such as Maritime Patrol Aircraft (MPA), unmanned aerial vehicles (UAVs), and ground radars, which were agreed earlier this year, had not yet been completed. Affendi said his side still got RFI for this. After we get it, the project team will sit down to learn information and submit it to the government, he said. Regarding this issue, he said it was important for RMAF to form a UAV squadron to safeguard national sovereignty. Previously it was reported that the UAV program was debated for the supervision of the South China Sea. He added that Malaysia lagged far behind other neighbors in obtaining UAV squadrons. However, the time frame will depend on the RFI they receive and also on the government budget, he said, adding that it would be more feasible to be funded during the next 5-year plan. Affendi said the other RMAF priorities were to develop technical knowledge and air warfare for pilots, so that Malaysian pilots were on par with other countries. Source: Jakarta Greater.